What's up, guys? Ryan from Potter Quizzes, and today we have a Hermione Granger quiz, so let's get into it. Okay, so how this works is I'm going to be giving you 10 trivia questions. They're going to be in multiple choice format. You need to keep your own score, meaning just kind of keep track of how you're doing in terms of how many you're getting right, how many you're getting wrong. And I'm going to give you some additional tidbits about each answer at the very end, so make sure to keep listening. And yeah, it should be pretty easy to follow, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, what material makes up the core of Hermione's wand? Is it A, dragon heartstring, B, phoenix feather, C, unicorn tail hair, or is it D, thestral tail hair? Which of those materials makes up the core of Hermione's wand? Okay, so the answer was A, dragon heartstring. She shares the same core as Victor Crumb, Bellatrix Lestrange, and Professor McGonagall. Dragon heartstring wands tend to have the most power out of any of the other cores, but they can also be temperamental. They're also capable of producing the most flamboyant spells and is one of the easiest to turn into the dark arts. Question two. What do Hermione's parents do for a living in the Muggle world? A, are they scientists? B, are they lawyers? C, are they teachers? D, are they dentists? What are their jobs in the Muggle world? The answer was D, dentists. Hermione's parents are both Muggle dentists. Hermione's teased throughout the series for kind of being a mudblood, which is obviously a big insult in the wizarding world, making fun of witches and wizards who don't have any witches and wizards as parents. Question number three. What was Hermione's brother's name? A, was it Alan? B, Larry? C, Steve? Or D, Hermione didn't have a brother? What was Hermione's brother's name? The answer is D. Hermione did not have a brother. She actually didn't have any siblings and was an only child. In some previous interviews, J.K. Rowling admitted that she originally planned for Hermione to have a sister, but she ended up scrapping that. Question number four. What is Hermione's patronus? Is it A, a dolphin, B, a horse, C, an otter, or D, a cheetah? Which animal did Hermione's patronus take the form of? The answer is C, an otter. This is actually J.K. Rowling's favorite animal, which is why she made it this. And if you watch the movies, you can see an otter showing up when Dumbledore's army is practicing their Patronuses. How many points did Hermione receive for Gryffindor at the end of the Philosopher's Stone? Is it A, 25 points for Gryffindor, B, 50 points for Gryffindor, C, 75 points for Gryffindor, or D, 100 points for Gryffindor? How many points did Hermione receive for Gryffindor at the end of the Philosopher's Stone? The answer is B, 50 points for Gryffindor. Hermione earned 50 points for Gryffindor for her heroic performance during the Philosopher's Stone. This came as a result of her answering Professor Snape's potion riddle correctly, and these points ultimately led to Gryffindor winning the House Cup that year. Question number six. What did Hermione place on the grave of Harry's parents in Godric's Hollow? A, did she place a book? B, did she place a necklace? C, did she place a stuffed animal? Or D, did she place a wreath? What did Hermione place on the grave of Harry's parents when they went to Godric's Hollow? The answer was D, a wreath. Hermione conjured a spell to place a wreath of roses on their graves when she and Harry went to visit. A wreath made sense at this time because it was Christmas when they visited. Question number seven. Finish this quote from Hermione. I've always admired your courage, Harry, but sometimes you can be really blank. Is it A, daft, B, rash, C, stupid, or D, thick? Sometimes you can be really daft, rash, stupid, or thick. The answer was D, thick. So the full quote was, I've always admired your courage, Harry, but sometimes you can be really thick. This was in reference to Harry wanting to go out and destroy the Horcruxes without Ron and Hermione, with obviously Hermione taking issue with that. Question eight. What book did Dumbledore give to Hermione in his will? Was it A, The Tales of the Three Brothers, B, The Tales of Beetle the Bard, C, The Tales of the Deathly Hallows, or D, The Tales of Wendy the Wicked? Which book did Dumbledore give to Hermione in his will? The answer is B, The Tales of Beetle the Bard. Dumbledore gives that book to her in his will in the hope that she will find it entertaining and instructive. And in this book, Hermione learns the story of the three brothers, which goes on to play a big role in the ending of the series. Question number 9. Where does Hermione send her parents in order to protect them? A, Australia, B, Canada, C, Germany, or D, Switzerland? Which country does Hermione send her parents to? The answer is A, Australia. Hermione sent her parents to Australia because she was worried that the Death Eaters were going to track them. After the battle was over with the Death Eaters, she said that she was going to lift their enchantments, but in the meantime, she sent them to Australia for safekeeping. Question number 10. What are the names of Ron and Hermione's children? A, Ginny and Fred, B, Rose and Hugo, C, Luna and Neville, or D, Judy and Sally? What are the names of Ron and Hermione's children together? The answer is B, Rose and Hugo. Hermione ends up having a girl and a boy. Both their last names are Granger Weasley, since they kind of join last names together with the hyphen. And Ron and Hermione also serve as the godparents to Harry and Ginny's son, James Sirius. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 10 questions. So now all you need to do is calculate how many you scored out of 10. You should have been kind of keeping track throughout the quiz. And there are 10 questions, so basically anything over 7 out of 10 is pretty good. We tried to challenge you, but also a couple that you should know. Thanks a lot for taking part of this quiz. If you want more, check out our website, potterquizzes.com. And please subscribe to this channel because we're going to be putting out more quizzes like this in the future. So thanks a lot for watching.